Hey you guys, hope you are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Carrie, and this may not be the best video for you to start on my channel. I do talk about faith, family, and friends, but today I am going to be discussing something personal, which I mean technically I guess I could put in the family category, but it's just something that lets you know a little bit about me. Also lets you know how serious I am about doing this YouTube channel, how I want to be raw and real with my followers, and if there's anybody out there who is struggling with the same thing, I want them to feel like they're not alone. Today I am going to talk about the fact that I do not have any eyebrows. Or I have very little eyebrows and eyelashes. It is something that started when I was probably 7 or 8. We had some family over. They were visiting from many states away, actually. I guess I was nervous about something or stressed out about something, because this is so, guys, this is just so hard and so embarrassing for me. I literally plucked out every single eyelash. I don't know why. I was 7, so, but all I can remember from that is that when my mom found out, obviously she would have, she was just very angry, very upset, I should say. And I'll be honest, as a parent, I can see myself looking at my child who has just pulled out every single eyelash they have and just being upset. Like, you can't do that, and like not understanding, because I remember my mom asking me why I did it, and I said I don't know, because I didn't. I was a kid. So that's just like a backstory for how it began. Fast forward to a little less than a year ago. I was talking to my now husband, and we were engaged at that point, and I said, I have not kept anything from you, but there's something I've been keeping from myself, and I decided to look it up today, on the day that I was talking to him. This is so hard. You know, the rest of my life I kind of hid what I could. There would be sometimes, like some months or years even in school, where I didn't struggle with it, but anytime I did struggle with it, it was something I was ashamed about, felt very guilty about, and I never once looked it up. Like, I just thought that I was a disgusting person that was just weird. Like, I didn't, it's just very embarrassing. I'm sorry. 25 years old, tapped into my phone. Why do I pull out my eyebrows? And I found something that for some reason I literally just had never looked up. I tried to like ignore the fact that I did it, because sometimes I would do it subconsciously. Like, a lot of times it happens when I'm reading or driving. Things that require some sort of, you know, attention, but I drive an hour commute every day. So that gets monotonous. But I've just noticed that it was happening during times where maybe I was doing something, but it didn't require a whole lot of attention. Like, I read so fast and I internalize it so fast that I'm reading, but like I also need something to do with my hands. Well, I looked it up. Apparently it's called Trichotillomania. But it's called a hair pulling disorder. It's a mental disorder. That sounds so bad. that involves recurrent, irresistible urges to pull out hair from your scalp, eyebrows, or other areas of your body despite trying to stop. I have tried to stop so many times. It's like if you were itchy somewhere, like you had an itch on your arm or an itch on your leg, and you just scratch it absentmindedly, not thinking about it. That's what it's like. It feels like there's an itch you have to scratch. It's an urge and I can't stop it. I have looked into everything. They say that hormones can affect it. They say that what you can do is try to figure out what times you do it and then game plan a way to distract yourself. Well, I can't really have a fidget toy when I'm driving. So I've tried different things like listening to audiobooks, listening to podcasts, listening to music, listening to nothing. I have tried so many things. I love reading. I have loved reading ever since I was like 4. I'm the type of person that goes to the library, checks out 3 books, and reads them all in a week. I have a very fast words per minute. I really like to read books that challenge me, that make me think, but the only books that I find myself able to actually read are ones that are light reading that I could read in a day's time. Because I was trying to get some books that would help me in like leadership and business and just how people work, how their minds work, just trying to find more ways to help others. It was a lot of deep thinking reading. It was a lot of reading that required me to stop sometimes and just digest what I was reading. And that kind of reading, I don't know if it was like something I just did when I was thinking, but it made me pull more. I don't really pull out my hair a whole lot. Like, I have baby hairs that will annoy me that sometimes I'll pull, but it's really just like my eyelashes and my eyebrows. And it's really embarrassing. I try to cover it up and literally draw on my eyebrows every day. The only other thing left is therapy. I've tried taking like vitamins. I've tried changing my diet. Like I said, I don't read anymore, which really is hard. When I read the Bible now, I have to have my notebook and a pen in hand so that I'm doing something, or can jot down notes as I read so that I'm not doing kind of the same thing as a deep reading book. The whole reason I'm even doing this video for you guys is I posted a video not too long ago. It was a vlog, and on a vlog I'm not thinking too much about how I look. I'm just kind of letting you guys be a part of my life for, you know, whatever's going on for that time. And sometimes I like doing vlogs so that my future family, like my future kids and Tyler and I, years down the road, we can look back on our life and have something to smile about, or memories to like have. I think it was the dartboard video. I noticed that like half my eyebrows are missing because I had drawn them on like maybe like the night before or something, and had woken up and thrown clothes on, and I don't wear makeup like hardly ever, and so it's not a habit for me to even do the eyebrows. Like, once I get comfortable around the people I'm around, unless I know I'm going out, I just try to let it be, because sometimes whatever I use to like put my eyebrows on itches, and then I'm like scratching it all off anyway. So I noticed in that dart video that you could tell something was weird and something was off, even in the thumbnail. And I just decided to leave it. When I saw it, it made me realize that at some point somebody is going to ask about it, and I just need to come to terms with it. It's really embarrassing. The only other thing I can do is therapy, and I don't want to do that. I really don't think therapy is necessary. I think for me it's a self-control issue, and I have to make myself stop. And I've always struggled with self-control. Always, in every area of life, I've struggled with it. So this is just another thing that I need to mentally overcome. But it is very hard. It is very embarrassing. And I want you guys to know that if you're dealing with the same thing and you're struggling and you think therapy would help you, please do therapy. Like, don't just not do it because I'm not. Like, this is a personal choice I'm making that I believe I can conquer this on my own. But I have a husband who knows. I called him crying that day because I said, there's one last thing that I haven't told you, and I want to tell you before you marry me, because I was just so ashamed. And I told him, I said, I have this condition, and it's gross, and it's embarrassing, and I live in shame every day of my life. Do you still want to marry me? Obviously he was like, babe, I will love you through whatever. You know, my fears were assuaged soon after. It was self-esteem issue at that point. That's when I first even found out it had a name, and that it was a thing where I wasn't alone. So if you're out there and you're looking up videos on this, if you're looking up ways to help, I know that, like I said, diet can affect it because it is hormonal. Taking vitamins is supposed to help. They even have a vitamin specifically for hair, skin, and nails. My husband is out there mowing, if you can hear in the background. I have the windows open because it's breezy and gorgeous outside today. So excuse the noise, but I hope I can help someone out there today. And like I said, I'm keeping it real here on my channel. This is something that I've not told anyone except Tyler, and I think maybe one other person in a quick little brief version. But I never talked about it growing up. I just knew that it was something I shouldn't do, and I covered it up. And I was ashamed about it. And I just tried to keep it hidden any way I could. And I don't think a whole lot of people have actually ever said anything to me about it. I think I just worry that they will. Because it's kind of weird for you not to have literally any eyebrows. And I know that you can see a little bit here, but it's usually not even this much. Like, I've had times where it's nothing is there. And do you know how embarrassing that is? Just to be walking around with drawn on eyebrows. Like, I know some girls do it on purpose. I would like to not draw on my eyebrows. I would like to just not pull my freaking eyebrows out. So anyways, if you see me in any vlogs and I'm just my natural self, no makeup, no drawing on eyebrows, you know why. And just know that I am working on it. I am trying to get better about it. So thank you for watching my self story today. So I will be having some great content come up for you soon. My husband's coming up with a lawnmower. So I'm going to say, see y'all next time.